Garland Favorito. Garland been involved. He's a libertarian, so he's not like a Trump supporter or anything like that. He's an independent thinker, and he's been covering elections forever. We had him on a show in Atlanta the second day we were there in Buckhead at our studios there, and he talked about these algorithms. He talked about the Dominion voting machines. Nobody really took him seriously until now. They're starting to pay attention. He gave testimony yesterday. He's with us now. Garland Favorito. Garland, great to have you back.
Hey, John, thanks for having me back. And yeah, actually, I'm the elections director of the Constitution Party of Georgia and also the co-founder of Voter GA, which stands for Voters Organized for Trusted Election Results in Georgia. And here's what. Oh, I'm
Garland,
sorry.
Tell us what happened yesterday. What your testimony was in Ware County.
Yeah, so thank you, John, for, again, let me tell you this story. It's now become more amazing. The Senator Ligon cut me from the testimony yesterday. I was the number 7 defense witness for the president. And Senator Ligon cut me out and moved me to the bottom and then cut off the witnesses and ended the hearing without me getting to testify. We were wondering why he did this and then realized that my testimony would have exposed the Secretary of State of Georgia, the Elections Director of Georgia, and the Legal Counsel of Georgia for the Secretary of State, all for wrongdoing. And so I'm being an independent, I expose corruption on both sides of the political spectrum. And that is why I was cut out of the hearing yesterday, in spite of the fact that the president's legal team wanted me as the number 7 witness. Some of the reasons why I was cut is because of the way that the Secretary of State compromised the hand count audit, so that the results. Basically, the Secretary not only compromised that, but then he ordered certification of the Dominion results, even with inaccuracies on it. So that is what happened yesterday. And what the evidence that I had was that a Dominion voting system, at least in one county, we found flip votes from Trump to Biden. That information never got on the record yesterday because of the chairman of the committee. So we had a case down there where we now know, based on specific results from the hand count audit, that at least 36 votes or more, we think about 37, were flipped from Trump to Biden. And the elections director ordered the counties to certify the Dominion results anyway. So when you spread this across multiple counties, the president lost hundreds of votes, if not thousands, because of the secretary's decision and the elections director's decision. All that would have been exposed yesterday had I been able to testify.
So Republican Senator Ligon, who was leading this oversight hearing, he wouldn't let you speak. He dumped you to the bottom, because I saw you yesterday. I mean, I simply had to leave. I think I left at about 6:30 p.m. just out of pure physical exhaustion. So I had to leave. So I was not aware that you got dumped out of there. I know they put you down to the bottom, but I want you to go over this 37 vote flip again. Explain in detail when you say 37 votes were flipped on the Dominion voting machine because of the algorithm. Explain in layman's terms to our listeners what you found, what exactly happened there.
Well, it's pretty simple. The election machines produced a count. When we did the hand count audit, the full hand count audit, rather than in addition to entering the results into the Secretary of State system, some of the counties kept their own results. So in keeping their own results, then we were able to tell from the hand count audit that President Trump got 37 more votes and Biden got 37 less, as compared to the electronic count. So that told us, because they did a full hand count audit and because the counties kept their own numbers and the results, they could verify that happened. So we know the machine shorted President Trump 37 votes. We don't know which machine. The county has multiple machines down there, and of course we're not going to. Yeah, they're not going to give us access to the machines, we don't think. We probably need a court order to impound the machines so that we could check the algorithm. So, but basically, the president got 37 less votes on the machine than he should have, and Biden got 37 more votes. And what's interesting about this is this percentage, which is 0.26% of a weight, is exactly the margin of victory that Biden is currently accredited for having in the state of Georgia.
The Democrats are going to claim, well, it was a glitch. Then they're going to claim it was human error. How is it not human error? How is it not that somebody simply put the wrong ballot in the wrong slot? How is it not human error?
Well, it can't be human error because the humans didn't do anything wrong. You see, there is no wrong slot to put the ballot in. Everybody puts the ballot in the same slot, and then the tabulator tabulates the results. So there is no way for the humans, any voter, to have made a mistake. This is exclusively isolated to the Dominion Democracy Suite 5.5 ICP or ICC system. The ICP is the precinct tabulator scanner, and then the ICC is the county scanner. So there has to be most likely malware on one of those two devices. The only other possibility is that is a ballot definition mismatch. We talked to the elections director, and he said no, that would not apply because all the machines were configured exactly the same. So one of them could not have been out of whack, according to the director.
Garland, so let me get this straight. In Ware County, you went and they did a hand recount. And the hand recount of the ballots that were fed into the machine showed one number. And the machine showed another number. And when the ballots that were hand counted were fed into the machine, Biden had 37 more votes. Trump had 37 less votes, which represented a swing of just over 0.25%. Now, there's 5 million votes in total in Georgia. You take 0.25%, it's 12,500, more than what Biden won by. So what you're saying is that you fed the paper in, and the paper, after feeding in, there was a software algorithm changed that gave Biden 37 more votes and Trump 37 less votes. Now, is that so what they're going to say is, that some machine had a glitch. Well, that's what they're going to say. But it's unfathomable. There's a lot of glitches here, right? If you found that in Ware County, how many were in Fulton County, DeKalb County, Cobb County, Cherokee County, Savannah,
Macon? It's a great question, John, and we really don't know because the Secretary of State ordered the counties to enter their hand count audit data into his centralized Arlo system, which basically means that the counties don't have their own totals for the hand count audit. So they have no way to compare, the results.
How did Ware County have it?
Some of the counties actually produced their own results and kept them. So Ware County had their own results.
This is unbelievable.
And some of the other counties. Now we don't know. I want to be honest with you. We don't know if this algorithm it was in other counties. We really don't know that. But we do know that it was in Ware County, and we know. We don't think that it could have been anything else like what we call a ballot definition mismatch, is what they claimed happened in Antrim County, Michigan. I still don't know that that's really true. But it doesn't appear to be any kind of error that the elections team in Ware County could have made.
And you were going to testify to this.
Absolutely.
And Senator Ligon dumped you to the bottom, ran out of time, and got out of town.
That's exactly what happened, John. And he's supposed to be a good guy and all this, but this is why I'm not a Republican. This is why I'm in the Constitution Party. So it's very, very frustrating that he chose. I had some other evidence in addition about how the audit was compromised by the Secretary of State, how the elections director basically told all the counties to certify the electronic results and not the hand count audit results. And I had evidence about the legal counsel for the Secretary of State blocking us from being monitors, us being at the Constitution Party, even though we had a qualified write-in candidate on the ballot. So all of that evidence would have come out yesterday at the hearing, but I was blocked from hearing by the Senate. It was the chairman's choice, and the chairman's choice only, and he overrode the president's legal team in doing that, just to protect the Secretary of State and the elections director and the Secretary's legal counsel from further wrongdoing. Yeah, that's right, John. And what I was going to ask the committee to do yesterday was to get to immediately impound the Ware County servers. They have the power to do that. And Senator Beach is on the line; he can talk to this later. But they had the power to quickly impound these so that we can find the Dominion bug, the algorithm that's in there, do a forensic exam. And what we're very concerned about is that the Secretary of State is going to destroy the data, wipe the servers, and just like they did in 2017 at Kennesaw State when the exposure there was found, the central election system was found to be exposed to the Internet for anyone in the entire world to hack.